So in this example of the frequently asked questions series, we're going to be looking at using SPSS Statistics to define data filters, or alternatively to select cases. So filtering data or using the select cases procedure in SPSS Statistics can allow you to either create a temporary selection of the data or to create a brand new file based on the selection. And we're also going to look at an example of working with string categories and a string variable, and also how to combine conditions from multiple variables. So to illustrate the select cases procedure, here we have a file open within SPSS Statistics, and it's got a mix of categorical and continuous data, even one string field in here. To run the select cases or to define a data filter, we need only go to the data menu and down to select cases to call up the dialog box that does that. Alternatively, there is a hot button which we can click here, which is the select cases hot button, and it pulls up that dialog for us. You can see that in the options, in the radio button options here, currently we're selecting all cases. That means that nothing is being filtered. And just to show that, if I show you a quick set of descriptors for this variable age here, you can see we've got 473 cases, one of which is missing, and the minimum the minimum age is 20, the maximum is 62, the median is 29. If I want to select everybody above the median age, I could simply go to if condition is satisfied and say if age is greater than 29. Alternatively, if I want a random sample of cases, I could ask for a random sample here and say 50% of cases, or exactly 45 cases from the first 100. I could select based upon a case range, say case number 34 to case number 134, and it will select those inclusively. And I can use something called a filter variable, which we haven't got at the moment, but we'll come to in a moment. So let's just select everybody above the age of 29. That's really simple select to do. We just go down to age here. We click on the select cases if, it opens up this expression builder for us. We can use these buttons here, greater than, less than equal to, greater than, equal to, not equal to, and or, and parentheses. So we need to only say that if age is greater than 29, select it. That's what we're saying. Select that group. Click OK. And it runs that procedure. Nothing seems to happen in the output. It jumps to the output. But actually, if you come back to the data here, we can see that some diagonal strokes have appeared through the case headers themselves. And these are cases, of course, that haven't been included in the selection because they're all less than 29 years old. And we can prove that by right-clicking here and asking for descriptive statistics. And you can see now that the minimum age is 30, the maximum age is 62. We no longer have 473 cases. We only have 236 cases. That's all the data file can see at this point. So anything I do at this stage, if I ask for, a frequency table here of males and females, it does a frequency table of males and females, but it's only based on those 236 cases, not on the original 473 or 474 cases. So if we want to switch that filter off, we simply click on select cases again, or go to data, select cases, and we go all cases, select all cases, click OK, and now that filter has been switched off. Note that the filter variable that has been created for us is still there. That's simply marked which fields were selected with a 1 and which fields were not selected with a 0, and that allows us to switch the filter back on or off very quickly, because we can simply say, look, here's the filter has the label age greater than 29, click OK. It switches the filter back on again, and if we want to switch it off again, we can chuck it out or hit reset, click OK, it goes back to all cases, and we're back to selecting all the data again. So that's one simple example of a select cases. What happens if we wanted to select something that's based on a category? And based on a category string, you can see here that the field gender here is actually a string field because it's got a little a next to it. It's a type of string. And that's because the codes underpinning male and female are in fact letter codes. They're not number codes. They're M and F respectively for male and female. So if we wanted to select cases based on those codes, let's say we wanted to select cases based on people just being female. However, let's say also that we wanted to select females aged over 29. So we've got two conditions there. So the first thing we need to do now is say, if condition is satisfied, we can say if, and now we say gender is equal to, well, gender is equal to what? Well, gender is equal to, of course, F for female. That's the code we need to click. So what we do is, it's important to remember this, is to put, when you're dealing with strings, well, only with strings, you need to put the code or the value in quotation marks, whether it's single quotes or double quotes. And here we're saying, well, it's going to select cases if they're female, but we're going to select cases if they're female and age is greater than 29. Hit continue. But let's say this time we just don't want to filter them out. We actually want to create a separate data set. So we can put in a separate data set here and say females over 29. That's the name of our separate data set. We click OK at that point. Nothing seems to have happened. You can see employee with age is here. The filter variable is still there from earlier. We don't really need that. Let's clear it. But actually what's happened in the background is that it's opened up another data set with the label females over 29. And when we look inside it, we can see that descriptive statistics, we do some descriptive statistics on that. They're entirely females, 99 of them. And if we look at the minimum age here, we can see that the minimum age is in fact 30. The same 99 cases. So these are females over 29. And we could then save that away as a permanent file if we wanted to work with it. So that's how we use select cases.